Welcome in to episode 7 of Fantasy and Football. We're your hosts, Chris and Colby, here to talk to you about fantasy football in the fantasy genre.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Mm,
this week we had week 5 of the NFL now in the books.
mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the Browns.
Right.
They moved to Dylan Gabriel this week, and
Yes.
it looked, I want to say, better. Didn't look good.
Yeah.
But it looked better than Flacco. There was definitely some plays that I thought he made where he's just more mobile, obviously, and so
Right.
he could extend a play and actually potentially get something out of it.
Yeah.
But couldn't hold on in the end.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see. He's going to be the starter moving forward. So
Yeah.
did you
Flacco
catch
going to
anything
the
of that?
Bengals. The Bengals line is so bad. He's gonna die. He's
Yeah.
gonna get hit, and his legs are gonna snap off.
Yeah. So Joe Flacco got traded to the Bengals. So an interdivision trade, and then I think they swapped like a 5th round and a 6th round pick or something
Yeah.
like that to go along with it. Cincinnati doesn't make any sense because you're exactly right. That offensive line is Swiss cheese, and
Yeah.
he is like
He can't move.
Yeah, he reminds me of like you remember Eli Manning at the end of his career?
Yes.
Just so stuck in mud.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. Out of all the QBs out there that they could have had, like Jameis
Right.
or any of these
know.
guys that
They could have given
you
us
feel like giving more of a
Winston.
chance. I know Jameis on the Bengals with Jamar Chase.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they didn't want Burrow to feel like his job was on the line.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. It's gotta be. That's the only logical explanation.
That is the only logical explanation. But another hilarious thing that came out of that was that they still aren't sure they're going to name Shadur the backup. They're
I
thinking
know.
about naming who I think it's Cooper Rush that's on the practice squad or someone.
Yeah.
They're talking about naming him potentially the backup. So it's
Right.
just clear. I mean, the Bengals probably should have just traded for Shadur Sanders at that point.
Right.
I don't get what the deal
Don't
is
either.
with them
Yeah.
with that. Your Chiefs lost a tough one on the road
Right.
in Duval.
Right.
They kind of needed that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
not totally out of it, but what do you feel? How do you feel
I
about
told
that
this
game?
to you, but I was working during the entire game. Actually, I got off when there was like 2 minutes left, but
Mhm.
I got to watch the first half, and I was like, "Dang, we're cooking. We're looking good." I go into a room to do an evaluation, and I come out, and the first thing my coworker says is, she was like, "How about that 99-yard interception?" What do you mean? And then I was like, "What do you mean?" And then I had to look it up, and then so I only caught the end of the game. Yeah, it didn't sound like it went well.
Yeah.
I think the Jags, are they like sneaky good, or are they just winning some games early? Because I
It's a
don't
little
trust
bit of
Trevor
both.
Lawrence.
I know. And the thing is, their offense still didn't look amazing.
Right.
And they had obviously the defensive touchdown.
Mhm.
And then they had, at the end of the game, that crazy pass on the sideline to Brian Thomas Jr. to kind of
Yeah.
get the ball rolling for them to get down. And then he slips and falls twice and gets up and runs in. So there's definitely a little bit of luck involved.
Jones is just watching him. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. He must have thought that when he went down that they were going to blow the whistle.
Right. Either that, or he was thinking like, somebody was like, maybe he thought they were going to score anyway, so he was trying to give Mahomes more time. I'm like, dude, there's 20 seconds left.
No.
I can stop him.
I could have seen maybe if he thought he was on the ground, it's a little bit of like the bystander effect where he's like, someone's going to like touch him or like something's going to happen and they're going to blow the whistle. It did look bad. I think there was definitely some luck involved for the Jags in that. Now their defense they're in like a weird spot where they're not, I don't think they're top in the league in terms of like yards given up.
Mhm.
But they are top in the league in takeaways. So they're a team that can give their offense more opportunities, which they need. Because the Jaguars aren't. They'll come back down, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. But no, the Chiefs, I don't know what to think. Every week I'm like, we're back. And then I'm like, we're fucked. So,
you'll have Rasheed coming back.
Yeah.
And he's got one more week to serve, right? His suspension.
Yeah. Dude,
this coming week.
You know what made me so mad about getting to watch the end of the game is 2 times in the last 2-minute drill. Mahomes threw a pass that literally hit his guy in the shoulder pads or the actual face, and they just weren't looking.
Yeah. That was like those Tyreek Hill days.
Yeah. The connection's just off.
Yeah. Something's off. Kelsey had a good game.
He did, but that was near the end of the game. It hit him in the face and would have been helpful.
He had another one early in the game. I remember he bobbled quite a bit. He ended up hanging on to it, but he's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Moving on to segment GM of the Year. In this segment, we state any players that we played that may have outscored their projections by quite a bit, or maybe the opposite. In either way, trying to make your case for GM of the Year.
Right. I got one. In one of my leagues, I started 2 tight ends, Laporta and Ferguson. They were both projected 10 points. They combined for 44, 20 and 23. Wow. Now, I want to say that it was intentional, but I had 4 guys on a bye week.
So that's why you did. 2 tight ends, your opponent's like, what's he cooking over there?
Yeah. My bench was bye, injury. I was like, well, all right, let's throw him in there.
Hey, it worked out for you.
Worked out, yeah.
That's good. I had one player. So this was in the Guillotine League, and at the last minute.
Yeah.
So this is funny. So at the last minute, I dropped a player to add this guy.
Yep.
Kendrick Bourne. In San Francisco. He was projected 9.93 and scored 24.2. And so that helped a lot for the Guillotine League.
Yeah.
So GM of the Year.
Honestly, that's the first
who I dropped to pick him up.
Oh no.
Rico Dowdle.
No way.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then I didn't see it until, obviously I did that before even the news with Hubbard. So it's a good thing he did so well. And honestly, after the fact, I was Rico Dowdle's #1 hater. I was preying on his downfall so that I didn't look like an idiot.
Yeah. Oh man.
And they were roasting me in the group chat a little bit too.
That's amazing. That's hilarious.
Yeah, someone just before I saw the Dowdle news that he was going to be starting, that Hubbard was out, I just read in the group chat, it said "rip to the guy that just dropped Dowdle." It's like, nice, that's me.
That's me.
Right.
Yeah,
that's me.
That's good.
All right, moving on to our next segment, win, lose, or Bush League. This is where we state whether we won our league, lost our league, or lost but should have won. In other words, Bush League.
Okay. In our league, I lost. Nothing fancy. In my friend league, I finally won. I won my first game, which thank God. I need to figure that out. I do not want to run a beer mile.
No.
And in my work league, I did win, but it was almost Bush League. I just want to explain this. You all know now the quarterback rule with the
point
PPR per reception.
Yeah,
completion. I went into Monday Night Football up 55, and he had Mahomes, and I won by 4.
Oh my gosh!
I'm like, that would have pissed me off so much.
They would have caught some of those that hit him in the face, and
for real.
Yeah.
But I won.
Game of inches. That's good.
Yeah, 2 for 3.
Nice. Not a good week for your boy. So in the Guillotine League, I survived, which it's all about survive and advance. It's like March Madness out there. So that was good. In my main league with my buddies, I lost. I've traded away now, though. I traded Jonathan Taylor and got a 3rd-round pick for next year.
Oh, okay.
And I traded away Javonte Williams to get a 6th-round pick next year. So didn't get any keepers back, but
you're already selling out.
I have some keepers on my bench, and it just was one of those things where, time to race to the bottom so I can get some draft picks and come back strong next year. All right. In our league, it was some Bush League.
Let's hear
so I lost by less than 3 points, like 2.9 points or something like that.
That sucks already.
It was really annoying. And on my team, I had 4 total turnovers. So that's 8 points right there.
Right.
And, turnovers happen. It's a part of the game. The guy I was playing, his team had 2 turnovers. So there's it's not just on the turnovers.
Right.
But really what put the nail in my coffin is Mari DiMercato, who I picked up one of the running backs for the Cardinals, for the Arizona Cardinals, had a 74-yard touchdown run.
Yes.
Now, in our league, you get standard points for the yards. So you would get the 7.4 or whatever. Then you had 6 points for the touchdown.
Right.
And then for a receiving or rushing touchdown over 40 yards, you get the extra bonus point.
Nice.
So he did the mind-boggling thing that guys do and dropped the ball before he crossed over into the end zone. You didn't, So he did the thing where they were like, all the players on the other team were like, wait, like review.
What an idiot.
They reviewed it and they said that he dropped it before it crossed goal line. Now there was some. I will say this has been closer than a lot of the ones historically. And there were a lot of people saying that they should have awarded him the touchdown because it was really borderline and whatever.
I did see that. I remember this. I saw the highlight where the guy was like coming up behind him, like trying to hit it, and he just dropped. Yeah.
Yes.
And he dropped I will never understand how that happens.
It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So it ended up being like a 15, 16 point swing total that my team just gave up, just literally fumbled away, and then I lost by 3.
Yeah, that's for sure Bush League. To have that happen, especially just the drop alone at the 1 yard line.
Yeah,
that's a bad.
And then make my case would also help make my case for GM of the Year picking him up.
Right.
Instead, I lost.
Right.
All right.
Very good.
And then the last league, my family league, once again, the same whole Bush League happening, where I get the highest points in a loss. So we're through 5 weeks. My team is 2-3, even though I have like the second most points for and the highest average points scored every week. I'm projected to win in every single one of my matchups by like 20 points, and I'm 2-3. Now the kicker is that in 5 matchups so far, I've scored 140 or more points.
That's horrible that you haven't won more.
The 2 other ones, I've scored less than 115. Now in those 2, I won.
No way.
Yes. The 140 plus point ones, all 3 of those are my 3 losses. Okay. And in every opponent in those matchups that I lost, their teams had not scored more than 135 points in any of the other games, including like I lost, week 2. Like that guy, weeks 3, 4, 5, still hasn't scored more than 135 points. So
that's so horrible.
None of them have done it. And then in every single one of those, they've all scored 160 plus.
They all have your number.
Week, 185 when he was projected 120.
Oh my God.
There you go.
No wonder you were texting me. I'd be so pissed.
I was very heated. Yeah,
It's
I don't
brutal.
know what to do. I don't know what to do
There's
anymore.
nothing you can do.
No.
You're gonna win the last 9 games straight, though.
I
And it's
better.
gonna be like,
I better
"Oh, what
start
a comeback by you!"
right
And you're gonna be like, "I've
now.
been here the whole time."
I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I'm basically like the freaking Chiefs versus the Jags.
So, you watch your mouth.
You watch your mouth.
Watch your
All
mouth,
right,
son.
that was win, lose, or Bush League. Move on to injury talk. So injury talk is going to be a little abbreviated today. There were some ongoing injuries that we've talked about, but nothing really moving the needle in terms of guys who are out and when they'll come back and just kind of week to week, that sort of thing. No like major updates with anyone again, a lot of just week to week. But two notable ones this week are the guys we traded.
Yeah,
So,
seriously.
Amari Hampton, high ankle sprain. He officially got put on IR, so he'll be out minimum of 4 weeks. We've talked about high ankle sprains before, and we kind of mentioned that like a normal kind of ankle sprain where you roll your ankle, it rolls to the outside, you feel that pain kind of along the outside of your foot. Those just tend to be easier to play with, play on, play through. And the high ankle sprains are just really tough. And so we see a guy here going pretty much straight to IR with high ankle sprain. And he was really coming on too, which is bad for
He was.
you and all the Martin Hampton owners out there.
And Chargers fans.
And Chargers fans, yeah. That quickly they won the first game, and then was that the Chiefs game?
It was the Chiefs. They won the first two, and everyone's like, "Oh, they're gonna take it this year. This is their year."
And then it is unraveling before.
It is not their year.
No. And then the other part of that trade, who I acquired, Bucky Irving, being the other big injury. Now it was a foot injury that took him out of the game and why he missed. Or it was initially like the big injury that he had, and then he later reported that he was having some shoulder pain too. So now he's got both of those things, and the shoulder pain I think they said was more serious right now. The foot sprain they're calling it. So not really knowing what's going on with either of those. He's considered week to week. He missed last week, and then he is officially, not officially ruled out, but he is very doubtful to play this week. So all you Rachaad White owners, rejoice. Rachaad White will be the main guy there. Without much further ado, it's time for the Fantasy and Football Coronation Quest.
Very nice.
All right, this week, week 5, we've got some new names on here. And we've got a couple repeats.
Yes.
Or just one.
Just one.
So the King of the North, most fantasy points scored this past week was none other than Rico Dowdle.
Yes.
So
brutal.
Yeah. You know,
GM of the
I
year.
survived still. So
yeah, that's what matters.
And I'm hoping Kendrick Bourne has a little more staying power than Rico. It feels like once Chuba Hubbard is back, it will likely be the Chuba Hubbard show again. I mean, they paid him.
Yeah.
Is
that's true.
Whatever 200 rushing yards sustainable and realistic for Rico Dowdle? Probably not, but good for him. Goblin King, most touchdowns scored week to week, non-QB goes to JT, Jonathan Taylor, who I got a 3rd-round pick for. Let's go.
That's the repeat, so he's leading that. Or him and Puka are tied there.
Puka now are ahead for Goblin King. Hand of the King, most catches week to week goes to Ohio State wide receiver, who's now a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, Emeka Egbuka. I mean, he's a dog.
Yeah, he is.
My test driving, so kicking the tires on the Bengals, an absolute lemon. Car didn't make it out of the garage. Who else was I? Oh, Houston. Yeah. Also, car didn't make it down the street. But once I put a little pedal to the metal in that, Tampa Bay Buccaneers station wagon. We have been cruising, baby. Yeah. So, big Tampa Bay Buccaneers guy now. Shota Rohan, best defense, goes to the New Orleans Saints. Saints haven't had a lot to root for this year. So, all you Saints fans, here you go.
There you go.
Shota Rohan, they won. Something to be proud of there. They did. The Lizan Al-Gaib.
Oh, I didn't fix it.
Best kicker is K. Fairbairn. Not A. Fairbairn.
I don't know who put that in there. Our editor, he messed up last week.
Yeah, dude.
He messed up this week.
We gotta have a serious talk.
Yeah.
With the editor about spelling. He is A. Fairbairn. He's K. Fairbairn, though.
He's one of the Fairbairns.
He is. Next, we've got the Reaper, most rushing yards. Rico doubling up.
Rico.
Dowdle, yeah, 200 plus.
Oh, I didn't fix that last one either.
Insane.
Man, this editor's bad.
Yeah, we definitely got to fix this. He might get fired. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Last but not least, the Creature Golem. Was not Cooper Rush.
No.
Cooper Rush played poorly. The Creature Golem this week was Seattle backup QB Jalen Milroe. Had -2, recorded a fumble, and that's it.
Pretty good.
All right, that was Fantasy Football's Coronation Quest. Well, Colby.
All right, everybody. You know what time it is. It's that time. We're switching from the fantasy to the fantasy. I will never not make that joke. Okay. Today, we're doing a little something called Overrated or Underrated. Okay. So, in this segment, I am going to present to you a handful of series, franchises, fantasy specifically. We're going to decide if they are overrated or underrated or appropriately rated. Okay. Most of these are book series that have been adapted. Some of them aren't, but they're pretty big series. So we're going to talk about these. And actually, the first one is not a series at all. It is Mr. Brandon Sanderson.
He writes miniseries. I'm going to say appropriately rated.
That's what I would say too.
Really? I feel like I expected you to say underrated.
No, I think he has grown so much in the last 3 years that he is now appropriately rated.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me this 3 years ago, I would have smashed that underrated. But I do not think he's overrated. The reason I put this in here is there's been a recent thing. Most people really like Sanderson because he's also a great human, but some people think his writing is overrated because his prose aren't fantastic, but he does that on purpose. It's meant to be very plain prose, but the world building and the storytelling's incredible.
Yeah.
So not much of a hot take there. Okay, number 2, Akatar. So I don't even think either of us have read this.
Neither of us, yeah.
But the reason I put it on here is because it is so freaking popular.
Yes.
More so specifically with females.
Has Claire read this?
No, she hasn't.
Okay.
But Kelly has, right?
Kelly has. I'm good. I'm just gonna say it. It's probably overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
males
popular. You can't
say
really.
The book series they've never read is overrated.
We've never read. It's overrated. Yeah.
Overrated.
No. I would say it's probably appropriately rated. I mean, it's super popular, so I don't think you could say it's underrated. So it's either. The only 2 options left are appropriately rated or overrated. I don't know because I haven't read it. I think Kelly would say, but I don't know which ones she really likes the most. That she's
the Throne of Glass or this.
Yeah.
There's Throne of Glass and then Akatar. This is the spicy one.
The spicy. I think she would probably say it's a little overrated, but that she liked it. My guess, I don't know, I'll have to ask her. if she thinks if there's other ones that she likes more.
Right. That's the only series on here that I know we haven't read. I just wanted to put it on there. Number 3, Narnia.
Oh, go ahead. I know what my answer is.
I actually kind of think it's overrated.
Oh, it's 1,000,000% overrated. Here's the thing about me. I don't know if you know this actually, but I never read the books. I just watched The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe movie.
Yeah.
Hot, steamy garbage. I don't know why people like that. I just don't get it.
I don't like the movies either.
Bad. No. Nope.
I don't either. I've watched, I know, at least 2.5 of the movies because I fell out of, I didn't like it that much. So I was like, I can't keep watching this. Yeah. And I've always thought it was I know that everyone always talks about how C.S. Lewis, the author of this, and then J.R.R. Tolkien were writing buddies and we're closely good friends. I just feel like Narnia is the general brand of Lord of the Rings, even though they're not the same at all. But I feel like they both came out at that same time period. I feel like you got Lord of the Rings and then you got Narnia. But people, I mean, it's an entire movie franchise, so
yeah, people definitely like it and they're allowed to. I think it's overrated.
Yeah. Next, Song of Ice and Fire, which is Game of Thrones for the layman.
I've got a more nuanced answer to this. So I've only read the first book, which is just, it was listening to the first season of the show.
Yeah.
And I know people know that, and it's a whole thing that it's really, really 1-to-1 starting off. So, and then the show, obviously, really, really hyped. Overall positive, people like it, but definitely towards the end of it, people had an issue with the last couple seasons. So I will say that the majority of it, because most people talk about it this way, was appropriately rated. Those first few seasons are just banger after banger, dude.
Yes.
And then the end, I wasn't one of those that was just this is just lazy writing.
Yes.
I think the ending is underrated.
Really?
Yes.
That is a hot take.
I think it got too much hate.
I hate the ending. I hate it. I'll tell you, I don't know if it was lazy writing or they just fumbled the bag in so many little ways that just added up. And I think it's because, this is a different discussion. We can talk about that at some point. Because I think the amazing writing in the beginning was so top tier that I don't think it was a horrible ending in some ways. I just think it was such a stark change from how good it had been. But I also have a little bit of a nuanced answer. I have not read any of them, but my brother has.
Okay.
Dylan, I remember if Skylar has, but Dylan has read all of them up until where they haven't been released, and likely at this stage will never get released. And he has a very strong opinion of do not start reading the books because they are the best fiction he's ever read, but he knows they'll never get finished. So he's don't put yourself through it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, very strong opinion of that.
Wow.
So, and I'm torn because I'm so I actually think that even though it's extremely popular, there's people like me, millions of people like me who have never even touched the books. I think they're underrated. I think the books themselves are underrated.
That's probably true. Yeah.
He's hailed as one of the greatest fantasy writers of our generation.
Yeah.
But he's not going to finish the freaking series, so it's sad.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. The Witcher. Have you read or watched the show?
I've not read or watched the show. I tried to play one of the games
on
PlayStation, and like we talked about, as soon as there's some complicated, it's like cooking. It's as soon as I have to dice up, you want me to you want me to like make something in the pan first and then set that aside and then do something else, I'm out.
Right.
So the game for me was great for like a day, and then there was too much going on for me.
Right.
My brother-in-law, Kelly's brother, is a huge fan of this series.
Nice. Yeah. Did you know that it wasn't written in English, so it's translated to English?
I didn't know that.
I can't remember what ethnicity he is, Sarkovsky, but or Sarkowski. So I don't know if that's how you say it, but apparently the translation isn't great in some like stances, so the prose aren't the best I've heard. But I have never played the video games. I actually loved season 1 of the show, and I know that a lot of people didn't. I actually think the show, it got canceled. I think it was underrated. Personally, I loved how they did like different timelines that you didn't know were different, and then they start to merge. That blew my mind when I watched it, and I don't think it got enough credit for how experimental and how much they nailed that, because that was, I mean, that's a risk, telling a story that way.
Yeah.
But then it got canceled, and actually, I'm sure you've heard this, but Henry Cavill, the actor who played Geralt of Rivia, The Witcher, he is a huge nerd. He loves fantasy. He's played like Warhammer 40K. He's obsessed with that.
You were telling me. No, you were telling me about him.
Yes.
Like, tell me about this. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he like left the show because they weren't staying faithful.
Yes. Yeah. You did tell me about that.
I think that's underrated.
I think.
Okay.
Underrated. People really like it. That, like, I see just on social media, like anytime The Witcher comes up, generally
it's
a very
so popular
positive thing. So, yeah.
Okay. I had to put it on here. Lord of the Rings, baby.
Come on now, son. You know what? Honestly, underrated.
Underrated?
Not enough people.
I think it's appropriately rated. I feel like
appropriately rated.
Lord of the Rings is one of those things. It's like Star Wars. You can say it out loud, and even someone who's never watched a second of fantasy before is like, "Oh yeah, I know what that is."
Yes.
And it is that good.
Yeah,
it's appropriately
near
rated.
Perfection. And the fact that they took, I do think it's more rare that a book series and the movie or TV show adaptation are both like AAA.
I know.
Like perfect, basically. And Lord of the Rings is one of those.
Yes. It's so good. It's like, personally, in almost every circumstance, I think that the books are better than the movies. Almost always. Almost 100%. But this, I'm like, no, they're both amazing.
They're
tied. Yeah.
Dude, the movies are, I didn't read, I've only ever read the first and the second book. I never read Return of the King, but these movies are like any flight that has like movies. They always have Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
A long flight.
And I always watch it.
Yeah.
You'd like have a spring cleaning day in your house, and you're like, let me put the extendo clip.
Yeah.
On that Lord of the Rings, and then it's like those funny like meme videos people make where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna put this on in the background while I clean. Like 30 minutes later, you're just watching.
Yes.
But it's like so many memes have come from this. It's like so quotable, so many things that people obviously like share, and just the amazing and like awesomeness and dopeness of it.
Appropriately rated.
Yes.
Very good.
Video games also top tier.
Yeah, that's true. I had a Hobbit video game on the PS2 that I played a lot. I was scared of it when I was a kid, so I'd watch Skylar play first until like I grew enough confidence. I'd like watch him do the exact level, like the scene, and then be like, okay, I can do it exactly like he did. And then like if something's happening, like if a troll or a actually, I think it was a scene where it was like these big trolls, and I was like, yeah, like toss the controller, give it back to him, beat it.
Hey, that's cute, dude.
Right. I was 17. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, The Wheel of Time. Have you?
No.
Did
I
you
know
watch the
it's
show at all?
nope. I know it's considered like one of the greatest
Right. Right. I'm gonna have
all time, but
maybe a hot take for anyone watching this who likes fantasy. I think it's overrated. Now,
wow.
it's tough to say that because
Hot
it's
take.
so loved, but
Mm-hmm.
the author, um, Robert Jordan. I was like, I cannot blank on his name.
Mm-hmm.
He did not finish the series. He died of like a rare blood disease before he could finish it. So Brandon Sanderson actually wrote the last 3 books. I have only read the first, so full disclosure. But I know for a fact that there are at least 3 books in this series that people refer to as the slog. They're like, oh, you just have to get through those 3 books and then it gets good again. And
Mm-hmm.
that blows my mind that there's 3 full, like 1,000 page books. They're not that long. They're like 800-page books that you have to just force yourself to read to get through. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't, how is that? I wouldn't make it, which is why I haven't really continued it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is epic fantasy to the extreme, like old school high fantasy. The
Mm-hmm.
thing that annoys me about the writing is he is ultra descriptive. Like a character will walk into a room and he'll describe every single detail of that room before anything narratively happens, and it
Hmm.
just kills you. It just bogs you
Yeah.
down.
It's like it's like how they do anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I bet he didn't see this coming, and then like goes into a
Yeah.
backstory about how he's been training for years. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And meanwhile, they've all just been standing,
yes,
not fighting. Yeah.
right. HBO had a show that just got canceled, The Wheel of Time. I made a mistake, and I read the first book and then immediately watched season 1 of the show, which covered the first book,
Mm-hmm.
and I really disliked the show. There was things that they immediately weren't faithful to that like substantially changed some of the main characters' motivations that really bothered me.
Hmm.
But at the same time, the show itself did not receive good ratings, so I guess that one was appropriately rated. Anyway,
Sounds like it. Yeah, I have no opinion on it
yeah,
whatsoever.
had to put it on there. Didn't even need the
Knew
title. We
this
know
was
what it
coming.
is. Come on.
I knew this was coming. I knew it was. I knew it was.
I have
So,
a
yeah.
hot take from someone else.
Ooh, all right. Drop
And
it.
you're not gonna believe this. It actually blew my
Okay.
mind.
Okay.
Claire, my
Yeah.
wife, everybody.
Uh-huh.
The reason I read Harry Potter in the first place because of how much she loves it, said it's overrated.
What? That's actually
Well,
surprising.
it is surprising, and
Did she
she
say why?
clarified. She
Yeah.
clarified. She said maybe not overrated, but overhyped because she said they won't just let the franchise live as it is, and they keep milking it and keep putting out bad content or bad stuff. And she's really nervous about the new show. But like
What bad stuff? What bad content have they put out?
the Magic Beasts and Where to Find Them movies, like things like that, where it's Harry Potter adjacent, and she just didn't like them, and it's just like continuing to. I mean, I didn't like those movies either, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, that blew my mind.
Huh. That's interesting. I mean, yeah. I guess on one hand, if they're gonna make new content, obviously you want it to be good, but
Right.
I wouldn't call it overhyped just because they want.
I mean, I still think it's appropriately rated.
Expanding the world. I definitely think it's appropriately rated.
Right.
They're not. I mean, they read more like YA. Obviously,
They do.
I mean, they're probably technically YA, but
Mm-hmm.
so they're not like complex, deep philosophical
Right.
reads that tackle complex questions. It's literally just like friendship,
Right.
and very plain sort of good versus evil, and whimsy and fun.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think. I thought that I was gonna be like, I'm not one of those fans of something that like Star Wars people that are
Right.
just like, they love Star Wars and anything that actually is Star Wars, including the original movies and everything, they hate all of it.
Yes.
It's so weird.
It is weird.
It's so weird. So I am definitely not one of those that's just like, I'm going to hate anything that isn't the original thing that I liked, no matter what, just to hate it. But I am a skeptic. And I was very skeptical about the new show. And
I still am.
HBO can do a really good job. They have done a really good job with things and adaptations.
I mean, they made Game of Thrones. Westworld.
But the more clips I see that they're releasing from like BTS, from like some BTS stuff, I'm getting more excited actually.
Good.
It looks good. Like I just saw a BTS of like, it was like the first look of the actor that's playing Dumbledore. And he looked like, his character looked good. Like it wasn't like he was in some like bright purple, robe looking like ridiculous and like over the top. Like it looked very close to what like you would think in your mind he looked.
Good. No, that's good. I need to watch some of that stuff.
I'm getting more excited the more that I see.
The thing that made me nervous about it was I read an article where they interviewed the showrunner, who's like, the showrunner is like basically writes the show. And they're like, so which book was your favorite? And he's like, well, I haven't read them, but my daughter's favorite is number 3. And I was like, whoa, that makes me nervous. I can't believe you said that out loud, brother. But that was early on. Maybe he's ready.
Or maybe it's one of those things where, they'll kind of go through it. I mean, the showrunner, you would probably want everyone involved to have read it.
Right.
But I would guarantee you that there were like original, like pretty regular characters or actors and actresses in the original movies that never read them.
Well, they were coming out while they were
coming out at the same time. So I think if you have, and listen, like they're the people that they make the stuff and they make successful things. And so if the script writers are writing it because hopefully they're taking directly from the book, then it should be okay.
Right. Okay. Moving on. Appropriately rated. Come on now.
Underrated. I think amongst people who've read it, it is appropriately rated because I have not seen a single person who is in the middle of reading this right now. They're like on Morningstar. That like half the stuff I see, people are just weeping. And they're just like, this is the saddest, most amazing series ever. And they're halfway through. So
they haven't even hit the second half.
Definitely underrated.
I agree. Totally underrated. I think it's going to eventually become appropriately rated when it inevitably, I will say Red Rising in the last year specifically has had a huge surge in popularity. Like it was gradually getting more and more. And like Lightbringer, which isn't in this picture, I just realized the most recent book was very anticipated. But since that came out, it has gained millions of fans. And it's only a matter of time before it gets adapted.
It really blows up. And it's cool because it's a classic story for those who may not know. It's like a classic story of like class struggle. So it has a little bit of that Hunger Games theme where you have society and there are divisions in society and some stuff goes down, right? But his Pierce Brown, the author, his character development.
Oh yeah.
And his action writing, to me, action writing is weird because I feel like people don't talk about that a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
I think people just think like action is action.
Punch, punch, kick, kick. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like
it's not.
You're just finding out who died.
Right.
Right. But Sanderson is very, very good at like setting a scene, and then which I say that's probably the thing that he's best at in terms of when he's writing like action is setting the scene of it.
Right.
And then it's very like straightforward descriptive. It's not too.
His are very he like displays the magic system, but he'll do it very technical.
Yes. Like where Pierce Brown. Yes, exactly. But it's very like it's descriptive. It's just like this happened, then I did this, then this happened.
Right. Yes, exactly.
But he's setting the scene of like these towers and like the darkness and the rain, and like he's describing the scene very well.
Oh yeah.
Pierce Brown, like he writes action that he sets the scene for you, and then he writes it like that scene in Lord of the Rings when the king comes through and he's like knocking on the swords and he gives that speech, and that feeling you get.
Yes.
That's how Pierce writes like the action scenes.
It's a perfect way to describe it.
It is like, it's not just like, oh, they're fighting, like that's kind of cool. You're like, it's like when a character finds out something important or like some important development goes on, like the action in Red Rising is just as good.
It's amazing. I've never experienced writing like that for action. Like you described it well. I couldn't describe it better. You just you're amped up. You're feeling all the feels during the scene.
Yes.
Oh, man, especially when it's freaking Darrow, dude, and you're getting like these poetic thoughts as he's just tearing these people apart. It's so it's amazing. It's like almost romanticizes it in a way.
It does. Yeah, that's a good way to put it too. And like some of the twists and turns that he writes into the action too. It is AAA. It's so good. Absolutely. It is so good.
Yeah, underrated. I hope it keeps rising.
And then Red God's supposed to be next year, right?
Hopefully next year, yeah. Okay, that was all of the list. I have two more that I have personally want to bring to the table.
Okay.
And then you can think if you have any as well, you can share them. But I'll show you the first one. I'm trying to remember which one I put first. I'm just gonna wait and see what it says. Okay. So I know Kelly's reading this.
Yeah.
To all you viewers out there, if you have not heard of this series, this is, I think, currently the most underrated fantasy series that is currently out there. The only reason I wouldn't say Red Rising is because this is not as popular as Red Rising yet. But this series is so freaking fun, but also the character work is incredible. And if you like any level of like TTRPG, then you will love this book. And it's amazing. Highly, highly recommend it. Also, the audiobook reader, his name is Jeff Hayes, is my favorite audiobook reader of all time already. And this is the only time I've ever heard him was in this series. But he's so good to the point where I looked up when I was reading the first book, listening to it. I said, how many voice actors read Dungeon Crawler Carl? Because he's that distinct in his voices that I thought there were multiple people, but it's just him. It's so fun though.
I would say Kelly would agree that this is underrated. She's surprised. To my surprise, she's really enjoyed.
I am surprised that she likes it so much because it is like pretty fucking stupid sometimes. In the best way.
Yeah.
And I could see Kelly being like, what the hell?
That usually does not attract her at all.
Right. But I get it too, because for all the stupid, there's equally deep, thoughtful, beautiful scenes. Like, he has made me fall in love with a cat character so much that if anything happens to this cat, I will lose it.
Yeah.
It's so good. And he's currently writing it, and pretty consistently. I
Okay.
think there's 7 books out right now. And
Yeah.
I started this series in January, and I have read all 7 books this year.
Oh my gosh.
And I think it's very underrated.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
This next one
Mhm.
is very special to my heart. It is probably not something you've ever heard of unless I've talked to you about it before. I want to
Okay.
give you some context first before I show it. When I was in 5th grade, my 5th grade teacher, after recess, she would have 15 minutes of reading time. And she gave us a choice. She's like, either you can all bring your own book, or I will choose a book and read for 15 minutes out loud to the whole class. And we chose that one. She chose this book series, and I loved it so much that she got through the first 2 books in the whole school year, and then I took and read the rest of the series. There's 5 total. And for me, I had never read before, and then I didn't read again for like 10 years probably. So the fact that I was so into that book made it special. And then I came back and read it again in college to see if it held up or if I just was having nostalgia, and it absolutely does hold up. It's called Gregor the Overlander. This is a series written by the same author who wrote Hunger Games, Suzanne Collins.
Yeah.
It is for sure YA. Like, absolutely YA. I don't think like someone our age reading this now for the first time would love it as much.
Be into it, yeah.
But anytime I hear of a middle school person who's like, I want to read, I just don't know what to read, this is every single time what I pitch to them. It is so
Gregor
good.
the Overlander. I recognize Suzanne Collins' name up there immediately, but I've never heard of this. I thought you were gonna put up like the Tales of Despero or something.
No, this is
Feifel Goes West. Yeah.
Right. This is I'll give you just the briefest premise. You can tell that she was heavily inspired by Harry Potter. The first book came out in 2003, and I think the first Harry Potter came out in 98, I think. But there's this 11-year-old boy. His name's Gregor. He lives in an apartment, I think, in New York. His dad disappeared like 6 months ago. So he has a sister and an only mom living in New York. One day, his sister is like crawling around in their one of the rooms of their house, and she like gets into a crate, like a vent, and like crawls in, and Gregor goes in after her, but it turns out it's just like a chute straight down. So they start to fall like miles, and they land in this place called the Underworld, the Underland. And it turns out that there's like humans there. There's different kinds of like insects, like spiders. They're giant size and can talk. There's like fireflies that are giant size and can talk. There's all these societies and cultures and nations. And then there's the rats who are evil. And not only does he find out that his dad was like taken by the rats, and that's when he disappeared, but there's a prophecy that talks about an overlander who's 11 years old that falls through the chute and is going to like save the humans and the other people from the rats. So then the next 5 books are him like completing the prophecy, saving his dad, helping these people, and it's super fantasy and it's awesome.
Wow.
It's incredible.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. No, it's good. And it's like Harry Potter, where it starts more whimsical and then gets darker.
Okay.
And like people die and like people fall in love, and I'm like a 5th grader reading this and like feeling new emotions for the first time, but like processing things.
Yeah.
It was great.
Wow.
So that's my pitch for all you out there who are younger. Do you have any that like come to the top of your head about series you think are overrated or underrated?
You hit the big ones. I mean, you could talk about. I know you did Sanderson, just kind of the man himself as a whole,
Right.
But you've got The Way of Kings. I would say
Mhm.
is probably appropriately rated.
I thought you were about to say Steelheart was underrated.
I think Steelheart is underrated. That's a great take. That I'm stealing from you. Steelheart is underrated. That book, I've told you this before, but in that series, like I could have not read the second or the third one and been perfectly happy. Now I did. I like ravenously read them because I wanted to find out. Ooh, Lord. I wanted to find out the end, of course.
Yeah.
It's like the first one was so good that I'm like, oh my God, I gotta keep reading these. But the first one from start to finish is so good. The end is so good of the first one. Definitely underrated. I never see anyone on like Book Talk or whatever talk about Steelhearts.
Yeah. I mean, I'm obsessed with Sanderson and I like forget that book even exists.
Yeah.
I need to read it. That's actually really high on my list of what to read next.
Yes, you need to.
So
I can think of definitely underrated.
Yes.
I can think of like a fantasy sci-fi TV or movie series that's really popular. What do you think about The Matrix?
Ooh, that's a great one. Honest to God, first movie, absolutely love. Other ones don't care for at all. Like
That's
not
fair.
even slightly.
That's fair. I like the other ones. Well, the fourth one was I don't even count that
Right.
like weird reboot thing they try to do with Keanu Reeves. And he literally says, I think he says 5 words the whole movie.
Yes.
The first Matrix movie to me is perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
No notes,
It's
nothing
insane
bad about
how
it.
good it is.
It's so good. I would say they're appropriately rated.
Yeah, and I want to take a step back when I said that. I haven't watched the second or the third in so long that I couldn't even tell you like which is which. And I think that's what I mean when I say I don't care for them. But fun fact, or not funny story, the other day at my clinic we have like aquatic therapy, and typically like there's a TV right there as they're doing their stuff, and we sit outside of the tank and like give them exercises. And they had the Matrix on.
Yeah.
And I was like, today we're just gonna walk for like 30 minutes, and then I just watched the movie.
That's amazing.
Like, how are you? I was like,
yeah. Yeah. You're like, okay, I'm
just
done
about
with
to
that.
see the Oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's so good.
which pill does he take? Yeah, Matrix is a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can think of any more off the top of my head.
That's all right. There's so many out there that like there's a lot of obscure stuff where I'm like, this is good. More people should know about it. But that's why I chose the big franchises that are very highly rated.
Yeah. It's good.
Speaking of the Will of the Many, you'll like this. There's a new friend I made out here. He's a traveler who is currently reading Red Rising. He loves it. He's on Dark Age right now.
Oh, and he's in. Dude, he's in it, baby.
He texted me this past weekend. No spoilers, but he was like, "Dude, this just happened." And I was like, "You have no idea what's left to happen in that book."
yeah.
But
oh man,
the thing is, he texted me. He was like, "Hey, one of my friends who likes fantasy just asked me if I've heard of this book. He really wants me to read it. It's called The Will of the Many. Have you read it?" And I was like, "Brother, I'm about to start it. But we're gonna read it at the same time."
Okay.
So it is going to be read very soon.
Good. Yeah. Oh man, that book, Will of the Many, so underrated. It's gonna. I think this second one, all like the beta readers. I don't know how these people get this, but people that I've seen that have read it say that. Now, I mean, part of their job, they probably are getting paid to promote it, whatever.
Right.
But they have said that overwhelming that it's even better than the first one.
Dude, yes. And it comes out in November.
Yeah, next month.
I gotta get on it.
You gotta get on it because I'm definitely ordering that.
Yeah.
Ordering
All right. I'll get on it.
All right, brother.
Okay. Well, hey, this has been episode 7 of Fantasy and Football. Thanks everybody for watching and listening to us ramble. We will be back again next week with week 6 of the NFL and whatever topic we decide that we haven't decided yet. And we'll do that. Good outro.
Sounds good. Sounds
All
good.
right.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Yep. See ya.